adolescence, as we know, is often a time of experimentation, and children are becoming young adults, they're testing the boundaries, but sometimes they can get caught up in something that becomes way too much for them to handle, and they end up winding up with a substance abuse problem. So, warning signs. Parents and teachers, what do you want them to know about warning signs about whether or not their teen might be using substance abuse?
So interesting enough, a lot of the warning signs that we talked about when it comes to depression, anxiety, and suicide are similar warning signs to substance use.
Okay.
So you're going to be looking for similar things: change in behavior, change in appetite, change in friends. Using your senses. If you see your child come home and they're maybe under the influence or not, looking disoriented, I would say that's time to have a conversation.
Okay, that makes good sense. And let me ask you this too. I tested the boundaries a little bit when I was a teenager, I won't lie. But whether it's substance abuse they're worried about, or even depression, things that we were worried about before, what we were talking about earlier, when does this normal teenage behavior, if you will, of either being a little rebellious or a little bit moody, but when does that actually become a cry for help?
Right. I think when you see that the normal teenage behavior turns into destructive behavior, into things that can get them into trouble, that's definitely a cry for help. That's when you want to go get help.
Okay.
And I would say I wouldn't even wait until that moment to happen. I would say the minute that I'm noticing that my child or teen is starting to drink, whether it's socially or, smoke marijuana, I would start that conversation immediately. It's not about telling your children what to do, but it's about opening up the conversation, saying, so what happened? What'd you get out of it?
Yeah.
What would have happened if you drank too much, if something else happened? So I would say it's a conversation that has to start as soon as you notice any signs.